Introduction. Background information about endocrinology and its relevance in medical practice. Endocrinology is the branch of medicine that deals with the diagnosis and treatment of disorders related to the endocrine system. The endocrine system plays a crucial role in regulating various physiological processes in the body, such as growth and development, metabolism, and reproduction. In this comprehensive script, we will delve into the intricacies of hormonal regulation and energy expenditure in body weight maintenance. We will explore the role of various hormones, including leptin, ghrelin, adiponectin, insulin, hypothalamic hormones, thyroid hormones, cortisol, sex hormones, gut hormones, melatonin, and the circadian rhythm. Additionally, we will discuss the pharmacological interventions that target these hormonal pathways to address endocrine disorders. By the end of this script, you will have a detailed understanding of the complex interplay between hormones and how they contribute to the regulation of body weight and overall health. In summary, energy expenditure is the total energy utilized by the body for various functions. Basal metabolic rate, BMR, physical activity, and thermogenesis are components of energy expenditure. The regulation of body weight involves a complex interplay between energy intake, energy expenditure, and hormonal control mechanisms. The hypothalamus integrates signals from hormones and neurotransmitters to maintain energy balance. Leptin, a hormone secreted by adipose tissue, plays a key role in regulating energy expenditure. It suppresses appetite, increases energy expenditure, and stimulates the breakdown of stored fat. Dysfunction in leptin signaling can lead to obesity and metabolic disorders. Detailed description of leptin, its production, mechanism of action, and physiological effects. Leptin is a hormone predominantly synthesized and secreted by adipocytes. It circulates in the bloodstream and acts on the hypothalamus to regulate body weight, appetite, and energy expenditure. Leptin production is influenced by the amount of adipose tissue. When adipose tissue increases, leptin levels rise, leading to decreased food intake and increased energy expenditure. Conversely, reduced adipose tissue results in lower leptin levels, triggering increased appetite and decreased energy expenditure. The mechanism of leptin action involves binding to specific leptin receptors in the hypothalamus, specifically in the arcuate nucleus. This binding triggers a signaling cascade that ultimately regulates the expression of neuropeptides involved in appetite control. Physiologically, leptin acts to reduce appetite by inhibiting the orexigenic neuropeptides and stimulating anorexigenic neuropeptides. Additionally, it stimulates the sympathetic nervous system, leading to increased energy expenditure through thermogenesis. Detailed explanation of ghrelin, its production, mechanism of action, and role in appetite regulation. Ghrelin is a peptide hormone primarily produced in the stomach. It is commonly referred to as the hunger hormone due to its role in stimulating appetite. In situations of energy deficit or fasting, ghrelin levels increase, leading to an increase in appetite and food intake. This ghrelin-induced hunger sensation is an important physiological mechanism aimed at ensuring sufficient energy intake to maintain energy balance. Ghrelin acts on the hypothalamus by binding to specific receptors, primarily located in the arcuate nucleus. It stimulates the production of orexigenic neuropeptides, such as neuropeptide Y and agouti-related peptide, thereby promoting appetite and food intake. Additionally, ghrelin has been found to influence reward pathways in the brain, leading to the preference for high-calorie food and enhancing the hedonic aspects of eating. Detailed description of adiponectin, its production, function, and metabolic effects. Adiponectin is an adipokin that is predominantly secreted by adipose tissue. It plays a crucial role in glucose homeostasis, insulin sensitivity, and lipid metabolism. Adiponectin levels are inversely correlated with adiposity, with higher levels observed in individuals with lower body fat. It exerts its effects by binding to specific receptors in various tissues, such as skeletal muscle, liver, and adipose tissue. One of the primary functions of adiponectin is its insulin sensitizing effect. It enhances cellular insulin sensitivity, leading to improved glucose utilization and reduced insulin resistance. This effect is mediated through activation of the AMP-activated protein kinase, AMPK, pathway. Furthermore, adiponectin has anti-inflammatory properties, inhibiting the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines and promoting the release of anti-inflammatory cytokines. It also plays a role in regulating lipid metabolism, promoting fatty acid oxidation and inhibiting triglyceride synthesis. Detailed explanation of insulin, its production, mechanism of action, and metabolic effects. Insulin is a peptide hormone produced by beta cells in the pancreas. It plays a crucial role in regulating glucose metabolism and maintaining normal blood glucose levels. After a meal, the rise in blood glucose stimulates the release of insulin. Insulin acts on target tissues, such as liver, muscle, and adipose tissue, by binding to specific insulin receptors on their surface. The main metabolic effects of insulin include promoting glucose uptake and utilization, promoting glycogen synthesis in the liver and muscle, inhibiting hepatic glucose production, and encouraging lipogenesis while inhibiting lipolysis. Insulin also regulates protein metabolism by promoting protein synthesis and inhibiting protein breakdown. It has an anabolic effect on various tissues, promoting growth and development. Dysregulation of insulin secretion or insulin resistance can lead to the development of metabolic disorders such as type 2 diabetes mellitus. Detailed discussion on the role of hypothalamic hormones in the regulation of energy balance and appetite. The hypothalamus serves as a central regulatory center for energy balance and appetite control. It receives various signals, including hormonal and neural inputs, to integrate and modulate energy expenditure and food intake. Neuropeptide Y, NPY, and agouti-related peptide, AGRP, are orexigenic neuropeptides secreted by neurons in the arcuate nucleus of the hypothalamus. These peptides stimulate appetite and promote food intake. In contrast, pro-opiomelanocortin, POMC-derived peptides, such as alpha-melanocyte-stimulating hormone, alpha-MSH, act as anorexigenic neuropeptides. These peptides suppress appetite and increase energy expenditure. The balance between orexigenic and anorexigenic neuropeptides is crucial for maintaining energy homeostasis. Numerous hormones, including leptin, ghrelin, insulin, and adiponectin, regulate the expression and release of these neuropeptides in the hypothalamus. Detailed description of thyroid hormones, their production, functions, and their role in metabolism. Thyroid hormones, primarily triiodothyronine, T3, and thyroxine, T4, are crucial regulators of metabolism. They are produced by the thyroid gland under the influence of thyroid-stimulating hormone, TSH, released from the pituitary gland. Thyroid hormones exert their effects on various tissues by binding to nuclear receptors and regulating gene expression. They play a key role in maintaining basal metabolic rate, BMR, heat production, and energy balance. One of the vital functions of thyroid hormones is the regulation of mitochondrial oxidative phosphorylation, the process by which energy is produced in cells. They increase the metabolic rate by enhancing cellular respiration and ATP production. Thyroid hormones also influence carbohydrate, lipid, and protein metabolism. They stimulate glucose uptake and utilization, promote lipolysis, and enhance protein synthesis. Furthermore, they regulate thermogenesis by increasing the expression of uncoupling proteins in brown adipose tissue. Detailed explanation of cortisol, its production, regulation, and its effects on metabolism. Cortisol is a steroid hormone produced by the adrenal glands as part of the stress response. Its secretion is regulated by the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal, HPA, axis. Cortisol plays a vital role in glucose metabolism by stimulating gluconeogenesis, the process of glucose synthesis from non-carbohydrate precursors. It also inhibits glucose uptake by peripheral tissues, leading to increased blood glucose levels. Furthermore, cortisol promotes lipolysis, the breakdown of stored fat, to provide a source of energy during periods of stress or fasting. It also inhibits protein synthesis and promotes protein breakdown, resulting in muscle wasting and chronic cortisol excess. Besides its metabolic effects, cortisol functions as an anti-inflammatory and immunosuppressive agent, modulating the immune response and reducing inflammation. Detailed description of sex hormones, estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone, and their effects on metabolism and body weight. Sex hormones, including estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone, play crucial roles in metabolism and body weight regulation. Estrogen influences body weight distribution, promoting fat deposition in the gluteofemoral region in women. It also influences adipose tissue metabolism, increasing the storage capacity of adipocytes and reducing lipolysis. Progesterone, primarily involved in reproductive processes, has been associated with fluid retention and increased appetite during the menstrual cycle. It may contribute to slight weight gain during certain phases. Testosterone, predominantly found in males but also present in females, has an anabolic effect on muscle tissue. It promotes muscle protein synthesis, leading to increased muscle mass and reduced body fat. Imbalances in sex hormone levels, such as estrogen deficiency in menopause or testosterone deficiency in hypogonadism, can lead to alterations in body composition and metabolic dysfunction. Gut hormones, such as cholecystokinin, glucagon-like peptide 1, and peptide Y, are released in response to food intake. Cholecystokinin stimulates the gallbladder and induces satiety. Glucagon-like peptide 1 and peptide Y slow gastric emptying and promote feelings of fullness. These hormones communicate with the central nervous system, helping to regulate appetite and energy balance. Dysregulation of these hormones can affect appetite control and body weight. Detailed description of melatonin, its production, regulation, and its role in circadian rhythm and metabolic regulation. Melatonin is a hormone secreted by the pineal gland in response to darkness and plays a significant role in regulating the sleep-wake cycle and circadian rhythm. The production of melatonin is regulated by the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN, in the hypothalamus, also known as the master clock. Light exposure inhibits melatonin synthesis, while darkness stimulates its release. Melatonin influences various physiological processes, including the regulation of metabolism. It has been found to affect insulin secretion, glucose utilization, and lipid metabolism. Disruptions in the circadian rhythm, such as shift work or jet lag, can lead to metabolic disturbances and obesity. Understanding the role of melatonin in the circadian regulation of metabolism provides valuable insights into the link between sleep, metabolism, and overall health. Summary: hormonal pathways can be modulated through pharmacological interventions to manage endocrine disorders and promote hormonal balance. Medications like MC4R agonists can reduce appetite and aid in weight loss for obesity treatment. Incretin mimetics have revolutionized diabetes management by targeting hormonal imbalances. Hormone replacement therapy can be used to address hormonal deficiencies. However, the benefits, risks, side effects, and individual patient needs must be considered to optimize treatment outcomes. In conclusion, the hormonal regulation of body weight is a complex process involving several key hormones. Leptin, ghrelin, adiponectin, insulin, and thyroid hormones all play important roles in appetite control, energy expenditure, and metabolism. These hormonal signals are integrated in the hypothalamus, which coordinates the appropriate response to maintain energy balance. Understanding these mechanisms is crucial for diagnosing and treating endocrine disorders related to body weight. Pharmacological interventions targeting these hormonal pathways offer valuable treatment options, but must be carefully considered for each patient. Overall, a comprehensive understanding of hormonal regulation has the potential to greatly improve patient outcomes in endocrinology.